I am now going to go over Nine Energy Services, which is ticker symbol NINE, which closed on Friday, April 12th at a price of $2.82, being down just 1% on the day, but looking like, maybe putting in some topping signals here. Big wicks to the upside, got a couple of them there, a couple small wicks. It does look like Thursday was a bearish engulfing candle from the prior 2 days. So, really just like the open of Thursday was higher than the closes of both of the previous days, and the close from Thursday was lower than the opens of both of the previous days. So it doesn't look so good there to get this wick up. Seems to me like that's some like exit maneuvering, but at the same time, this is an up move followed by consolidation. So maybe it's a bull flag, but with these wicks to the upside like that, like that's a pretty big wick. Going from, let's see, the open was like 297. It's almost a 30 cent, 10%, wick up there. So, I mean, this to me looks a little precarious, but it could also be a bull flag. I'm not sure. Let's see. Ooh, what could be, actually, no. I mean, the head, if this was, I was thinking maybe this is the left shoulder, this is the head, but that left shoulder is taller than that head, so that doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure if there is a pattern here. There's this gap here. I could actually see, I wonder if this would make a move up to fill this gap, but then I'd imagine there'd be a good amount of resistance there. So let's see, the low on November 6th was $3.41. So I'm just going to mark that up here. And I'm going to make that gap thicker and bluer. All right, and so, I could see $3.41. I mean, actually, with it being down so much, how much of a move is it to the upside there? It's like 20% move. I feel like that might be, like a carrot in front of the donkey or whatever, and the donkey's not smart enough to get the carrot, and that might just be kind of a tease. And yeah, let's see, maybe there's a trend line here corresponding with that. Probably not. This is all probably going to be a stretch, but we'll see what I can try to put together. I mean, I think that actually looks pretty intriguing because you did see this. I could see a retrace to this line. So this is, as you can see, this is a pretty rough line. I just threw this up here, connecting the dots, nothing too fancy about it. So I was basically just thinking, well, I see this little bit of consolidation there. I wonder if there's a trend line that would suggest there's some support there, and maybe that trend line would suggest there's some support under where it's currently at. This trend line's too steep, but we can look at that and see, did act as support here, really just being approximate, broke below it, hung out above that level for the most part here, acting as support, broke below it again here, hanging out below it now, it acting as resistance, and then a break above. So I could definitely see a retrace to the scene of the crime, which would be coming down to this downtrend, again, approximately drawn. And I do think that could coincide with earnings coming up on May 7th, less than a month away. I think that price could, maybe fade here a little bit, maybe come down and then consolidate. That would be a bear flag. Well, you do have this big move up showing a lot of weakness here. And that could get people thinking, hey, look, there's a big up move and there's consolidation. That's a bull flag. It's going higher. But in reality, you're actually seeing a lot of rejections above $3 a share, that being a psychological level. Not only is it a whole number, it's an odd number. You want to stay away from those. It's not a, I don't know, is that a round number? Three is not a round number. That's an odd number. So you want to stay away from that. But yeah, I mean, so I could see this kind of like fading, pulling back a little bit, and then consolidating. And so it actually relative to the lows here, yeah, it moved up and consolidated. But if that's following a down move from that high, it's still up from the lows, but following a down move and consolidation, that could be bearish consolidation leading up to earnings. I could see it drop down to this downtrend and $2 a share. That to me, yeah, that would correspond with multiple factors here. Let's see. I could draw, I don't like uptrend. Man, what's going on? I want the ray tool. Come on. All right. So yeah, I mean there. This is again sloppy. This is a rough line, but yeah, I mean I could see actually. Yeah, I wonder if it would pull back before earnings. Yeah, maybe what could happen is it pulls back, finds support here, then consolidates, makes a bear flag. This would be kind of a short flag, and then drops more during earnings. Or after it's dropped, maybe it seems like it's holding that support and it would go higher. But if it is a down move and then consolidation, that would be a bear flag. But yeah, this is a pretty interesting stock. Somebody in the comments requested it. I think it's a pretty cool one. But yeah, I mean, for me, if I was looking to enter this, I would say, look, I missed it. I'm going to wait for a retest, a retrace to the scene of the crime, and then reevaluate. If that's around earnings, that's getting a little risky because you never know what's going to happen with earnings. But, let's see, the 52-week low is $1.78.5. That was hit over here on November 22nd. So, yeah, I mean, if it's trading around, earnings here, it didn't really do too much. But, yeah, I mean, following the last earnings, it went up a good amount. I could see it coming down. I'd be cautious with it.